Welcome to the Yummy and Fearless podcast with the Side Chicks, where we offer our side of the issues. Thank you so much for listening. Please follow us at Yummy Fearless on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, and even Pinterest, where you'll find additional content from today's show. You can also listen to us on Apple iTunes, YouTube, Stitcher, and Spotify. Please rate, like, review, subscribe, and share. And if no one else has told you today, we love you. Now let's get into the show.
Begin Podfix Network transmission in 3, 2, 1.
The BET Awards,
Which I did not watch.
I didn't watch it either. I only watched the segments that they have, the excerpts or whatever. So I watched Chloe's performance. She rocked it. I watched Brandy and Jack Harlow with dumbass looking Lil Wayne. Who invited his ass?
I heard he was performing.
Yuck.
You know I used to love Lil Wayne.
Everybody did. He is the antithesis of
too much drug use.
He
looks so unhealthy.
I can't really see what he looks like. He's like a roach to me. I don't like his views on Black women. So there's that. But
that part. Brandy
was awesome. People are calling her a legend, which I think is appropriate. She rocked it. So? She looked great too. Mary J. Okay, so they had like a tribute. Please watch this. They had a tribute to Diddy. You know how they have he had like a Lifetime Achievement Award. They had and you know how people will perform to like tribute the person that they're honoring. Yeah. First of all, he performed with them, but that's cool. Different. That was cool. He was up there on stage with us. So when you start seeing the sheer amount of hits and people he's worked with, it's just like wow. So Jodeci performed first. Oh wow. Rocked it. They performed Come and Talk to Me. Now I don't know if they were lip syncing. I don't think they were.
They can actually sing though.
They sound just as good as they did 20 something years ago, however many years ago. Wow. Mary J came out next and sang I'm Going Down and OMG. I've never heard Mary struggle like this.
Are you serious?
I have never heard Mary struggle like that. That's
not what I thought you were going to say.
She struggled to the point where they were playing the song under her and you could hear that she was singing over the track. And you know the little trick that they do when they hold their mic out to the crowd.
Yeah, you
sing this part. Yeah, she did a lot of that. And I was like, oh, wow. Maybe she's just having an off night. Because I've never heard Mary be off. Then Shine. Remember Shine?
I remember him.
He looked good and he sounded good. Good. He performed. Busta Rhymes came out. Pastor Courvoisier, except for they say I'm Pastor Ciroc today or something. Pastor.
Okay. Okay.
They changed the words. But I like Busta and Lil Kim performed.
Okay. How did Lil Kim look?
A hot ass mess. Why would she inject her hips? Like, why would you inject your hips? And why would you draw attention to them by wearing a onesie? Why?
And you know she's like your height.
I know. It doesn't take much to have volume there.
Right.
It looks very odd. I think she had to have had like a hip what do you call it? A hip?
I don't know.
Augment something.
I don't know what.
Like she has boobs in her hips.
But like it wasn't what God intended. Like that's clear. For one, she doesn't have like the real estate for like that level of hip and ass. She's like under 5 feet.
And for the love of God, you're 50,000 years old. Put on something that covers your bottom half.
Then that part. But she wants to show it off. So she's under the impression that it looks great. Just like
who gave her this impression? I want their name and number.
And I want to fucking deal with them. Right. Like, but that's like Madonna. She's under the impression that her BBL looks good.
it looks very odd to me.
atrocious.
Now she looked okay from the waist up, but the waist down, I was like, it was so distracting to me.
And her hips are long. Like they almost come like to her calf.
It's like boobs on the side. Did somebody implant boobs? She got a boob. Now, and also she forgot the words. She did All About the Benjamins, came out, and people went crazy too. I was like, oh, that she brought the whole energy up because she was just like, and he was like, come on, because she just was silent for like 10, 15 seconds. I don't know if he forgot the words. You forgot the words, Ike?
But you know what? Like people talk about Lil' Kim's physical appearance quite a bit because it's hard not to, comment. And actually, I get really sad when I look at her because of what she's done to herself. But I think that she has to have like body dysmorphia or something.
Oh, for sure. For sure. She keeps on doing it. She keeps on going. She just keeps on.
Because she was so fucking cute. She was
adorable. Yeah.
Her body fit her. She was a petite.
Her face, everything. She was a cutie. And she just blew it.
She had a normal petite. Wow. She had a normal petite body that fit her height. So it's like when you try to add these big hips and stuff to like a little petite, oh my gosh. Oh, are you kidding me? Wow.
Help us.
That's crazy.
I mean, it could have been beautiful. It could have been a beautiful situation if she had it looks like she forgot her pants. I think you forgot something.
Half of your outfit.
If she had just put on a skirt.
So what did that look like moving? I can't even imagine.
It looked every bit as odd as it looks like standing still, even more so.
What are those things? What are those hips?
And she still looks good, well, she ought to. I mean, she's bought a lot of stuff, but help me understand what she got dragged. Lil' Kim dragged for 20 photos of her outfit and performance.
And she's so little, she doesn't have a torso.
Yes, she does not have a torso.
Because she's so little.
Do you think that this is natural or
no? That ain't
something. Somebody put something in there.
Jesus didn't do that. No.
Oh, here's another one.
Oh, I don't know. It's sad to me though.
Maybe if you're, I mean, I don't want to body shame nobody, but we should know our limitations and our, our, what do you call it? Our assets and our
maybe
weaknesses.
It looks different in person.
Well, they say, and I believe this, that TV adds 10 pounds. So it's possible. Yeah. She really probably is a tiny person, but these proportions are still the same.
Yeah.
But Kanye presented Diddy with his Lifetime Achievement Award. It was a surprise.
So let me ask you this. How far gone do you have to be to show up in public with a ski mask?
I was gonna say this. It wasn't even a ski mask. It was like like one of the Blue Men masks where it covers your whole face. And you don't have any eye holes or nose
or
holes
mouth holes. Like seriously, like
who invited this motherfucker?
How far down the road do you have to be like, I know what I'm gonna do?
Because nobody want to see your punk ass. And I think that Diddy, as far as I could tell, never acknowledged him. Diddy acknowledged everybody, even Bobby Brown. Diddy acknowledged Bobby Brown.
Wow.
Everybody. And at the end, he acknowledged Howard University, gave them $1 million.
Did he?
Yes. And he even called out HU. Everybody was like, he did it twice. And then he donated another $1 million to another HBCU, Deion Sanders, where Deion Sanders is. And
at Jackson State.
Yep. And I think that was pretty dope. Now, Diddy has his
even demons. Though Diddy has given more money to women than that.
Probably. That's probably like a drop in a bucket.
Exactly.
Especially when you see all the hits. I mean, he's got hits for days. It was really nice to see. But he did not mention Kanye. I don't know what that, maybe I missed it. Maybe he did at the beginning and I missed it. But I was like, Kanye gave like a 10-minute off the dome presentation about Diddy. Talked about how he was part of Bad Boy in his head, in Chicago, in his mind. That made him want to do what he does. And I mean, and I don't know that Diddy did kind of make some, it wasn't a political appeal, but it was like, hey, you know, the time is now. You know, we need to, you know, it's a war on us, whatever. It's time is now, you know. So I don't know if that was political. I don't know what and I know at one point he was out for the you know, Rock the Vote. He was heavily involved in the Rock the Vote back in 2008.
Yeah.
But I don't know if so I wondered, I wonder if this is like directed at Kanye. I don't know. It was just it was just interesting. Maybe I'm overreaching.
That is interesting, though.
But he talked about Kim Porter. It was a lot about Kim. He had like a whole segment for "I'm Missing You" where Faith came out, and it was all Kim Porter on the screen.
Wow.
And then he even when he accepted his award, he talked about Kim Porter.
That's a lot. You know, I don't know
how much he missed her.
I'm sure
how hurt he was.
He does. Yeah. I can't even imagine that. I just wish that when she was here, he would have married her.
Yeah. He thanked Cassie too.
Okay. That's nice.
I don't think he thanked his new boo.
That's what I heard, that he did not thank his new boo. He thanked Cassie, which I kind of feel like Cassie has a husband now. So he really should keep Cassie's name out of his mouth, though, to me.
I think he was trying to be, it almost felt like he was trying to be funny with that, but
that's what I think. I think that he said that just to dig at her husband, because her husband took what they say is a dig at him, because Diddy did a song called "Gotta Move On" about Cassie, and her husband put up this Instagram post about gay pride and saying happy pride to all the people, including the people that haven't come out yet, who got to move on.
Ouch. Zinger.
Boing. So, you know, he ain't like that shit. So I feel like him even mentioning Cassie again is just a way, you know, to get back at her husband after he put him in a gay pride.
Yeah.
Instagram post.
What you gonna do?
That,
have you seen this new movie with oh gosh. I think it's a British actress, and she's with a younger man. They show sex scenes. It just came out. Now I gotta think of the name of this movie. But I was wondering if this younger, and he's a man of color. He's a young man of color. He probably is in his early 20s, maybe mid 20s, and he develops a love relationship with the older woman. I cannot think of the name of the movie. It just came out, and they're doing all the press. I wonder, when I saw that, I'm like, does he have to be attracted to her to be able to really pull this off? Or does he have to just be a great actor?
How great of an actor? I think he just has to be a great actor.
I would imagine he's probably really attracted to her.
You think that's possible? See, I don't think that's possible.
Why? Because she's older?
Likely.
Because she's an older lady?
Not only because she's older, just because.
Because it's easy to have a love interest in your same age range. You know, you have a leading man, a leading woman, and on screen they have chemistry. You know, you can imagine that they really do have a thing for each other. And I'm sure on some level they are attracted to each other. These are attractive people in the movies.
Right.
But what about when you have this situation where you have an much older woman, and a younger man. And they actually got naked for this role. I mean, they both got naked for well, no, she did. She got naked for this role because she talked about her love scenes and how they just got the producer or the director, whatever. The first day they met, they just all got naked just to get used to seeing each other naked. And she's like in her 60s, I want to say.
Wow.
And so, yeah.
But women, female actresses probably have gone through this a lot more because usually it's a young woman with an older man in movies more often. You know what I'm saying?
But women are attracted to older men. But how often is it that a younger man is attracted to an older woman? And how much of good actor does he have to be? I don't think a female has to reach very far in her acting ability to act attractive, unless it's somebody like fucking Freeman. What's his name?
Morgan
Freeman.
God, the voice of God.
I couldn't kiss him I could not. I'd be like, oh,
really?
He kind of gets on my nerves. So that's
what
probably
about
why.
Samuel Jackson?
I could kiss Sam. Because he's attractive to me. But again, I would have to really, to sell it. Don't you have to actually be somewhat attracted to the person to sell it like you need to?
We'll see, but when you bring in the part of nudity, see, I think that for men, sort of their primal instinct kicks in, even if the woman is older or whatever, even if under normal circumstances, he wouldn't necessarily be like, what's up? But if it's a thing where she's naked, then to me, his primal instincts kick in and he's like, boobs. A vagina.
Men are visual.
A butt. But have you seen some of the shit men climb up on? Men fuck with some men don't. All the women men fuck with are not attractive, and they can still get it going because there's the basic thing, a vagina. They're not that picky when it comes down to just the basics. So she's still a woman, even old or not. I've even experienced it, maybe at first sight, younger guys might not notice me. They sit down with you for a minute and they're like, oh, you're a woman.
Yeah, but that's a whole different dynamic. When they sit, to know you is to love you. You know what I'm saying? You sit down with me, yeah, but just to be attracted to somebody enough to get in the bed with them, kiss them, swap spit, all of that, look in their eyes lovingly and all that stuff. Or just get naked with them and kiss them passionately. That's not something that men want what they see on Instagram. I believe they want what they see on Instagram. And the older women ain't it.
You think that?
I do. I don't think that they are checking for older women. So I'm wondering, this young man that plays her love interest, is he that great an actor, or is he really attracted to her? I think that you would have to be somewhat attracted to the person to sell it like you need to. You're not going to be able to sell it. I mean, I hate to keep bringing this up, but did you believe Common and Queen Latifah? Did you believe LL Cool J and and Queen Latifah? No.
So basically, Queen Latifah and any man for you is just unbelievable.
Right. She's not that good an actor. But when she had to play and set it off, totally believable. Because she had an actual attraction to that person. So similarly, these two men, I don't give a damn what they saying and who they married to. They gotta have some attraction to men to play that shit.
But this is about Queen Latifah's acting ability, I think.
Well, yeah, there could be that. But she can act when she needs to. She can act when she needs to, which is, let me rephrase that. She can't act, but unless she, if she has to act like a lesbian,
oh my God,
she's completely believable.
First off, the two examples in those movies of her with LL Cool J in Common was horrific casting.
Why? Why was it horrific casting?
They had no business casting her in those movies. It was horrific casting. Horrific.
I think all of her movies are horrific. Anything she just played in has been except for Living Single. Living Single was great.
Living Single, and when she dated men on Living Single, it
wasn't believable. It held up. No, it wasn't believable. No.
Really? I believe
dated
Living Single.
Rick Fox. Did she date Rick Fox on there? Give me a fucking break. Are you kidding me?
I believe that she was a single heterosexual woman on Living Single.
No, there's no way. Let's roll the tape on that. That shit was not believable at all.
Granted, it was the early 90s
up in there,
and my gay education was non-existent, as we discussed in the previous episode.
You didn't have to have. You could let me tell you, you could have an elementary school education. You could have a kindergarten education and be like, one of these things does not belong.
But what casting? To me, that was like some white person. Like, okay, let's get the two black people that we know the most about.
That's what it is.
LL Cool J and Queen, two rappers, Queen Latifah.
No, yeah, that was like not.
It's horrible casting. Horrible casting.
I don't think she's the best actor, but that wasn't gonna work. Give her something she can succeed at.
Right. Give her a chance.
Give her a lesbian role and watch the film. Seriously, I'm not trying to be funny. I'm like, that's something she can be successful with.
Oh boy.
She is not. You setting her up for failure with these men.
Don't leave the men out of the equation with Queen Latifah.
There are other people like that. I mean, it's not just her. Her acting to me is just, I don't think she's the best actor. Now, she can rap her ass off. I don't think she's the best singer. Yet she tries to sing all the time.
So 1 out of 3 for you. 1 out of 3.
But you don't have to do everything. You don't have to be good at everything. You just need that one thing that you're good at.
But there was a time when she was the preferred black entertainment option, and they were just putting her in everything.
The love interest, ever since she did Bring It Down the House, I was so disappointed. I'm like, come the fuck.
That was hard. That was hard on me personally and everything.
It was hard.
It was a tough time in my life when she did that shit. But
that to say, this is just me. The opinions expressed at this point are not necessarily the opinions of the Yummy and Fearless podcast. These are just Dark Phoenix's opinions, but you are not selling two men getting busy and they ain't got some attraction to each other. I'm just saying. Wow. You ain't selling it. Now they can, like in Will Smith's case, he can sell it from afar, and he wasn't the best actor either. He's evolved. He's gotten better.
Yeah.
But I'm just not believing it. You got to have some attraction to each other.
You know what we didn't do? We didn't wrap up our last guest, which was Mo. The episode of Suplex in the Pussy.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. So what did you think of that episode, The International Lover?
I thought it was funny. It was fun. It was fun putting Mo on the spot and him, climbing out of it. He's a good sport, though. He was a good sport about it. It was really kind of trying to get an idea for what it's like to, have relationships in other cultures and with women other than American women, and with someone, and how often do you get a chance to talk to someone who has that experience, who's like dated and had experiences with women all over the world? I just thought it would be fun.
Yeah, it was interesting to hear his perspective and how he developed methods for communicating with these women. It was also kind of funny because he was trying to say all women basically are the same. Did you take that? Did you get that? Or is that, am I oversimplifying?
I guess on some level he was trying to say women are women.
Yeah.
And maybe he's right. I mean, I wouldn't know. All I can do is believe him if he says, they all speak the same language in the dark. No, he didn't say that, but
part of that would be what your intentions are with all women as well, though, right? Because if your intentions are the same with all the women that you fuck with, then the women are the same.
Well, maybe if your intent, are you making an assumption that he has a certain intention? Because my assumption is that he just wants to connect with women and people, in fact, in different, whatever city or country he finds himself in, he wants to connect with the people there. And
he wants to connect, air quote, connect. He's not like, some people are looking for mates or long-term situations. I didn't get the impression that he was necessarily doing any of that. Like some men who travel to different places, right, are doing that. He wasn't doing that ever. So that's what I'm saying.
I didn't get that. No, I didn't get that.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. So like his intentions to some degree are the same with every woman, with every country, which is to connect. Is that what we're calling it? So
literally.
Right. Literally.
No, I don't know if he didn't say that he was, literally connecting, but yeah, he, whether he did or didn't, I think that, he wanted to taste the flavors, I think.
Yeah.
Sample the flavors.
Taste the rainbow. Taste the rainbow.
And can you blame him? He's a single man.
No, right. You're young. You're
if you
single,
got it like that, hey.
You're healthy.
Hey.
You're out here.
Whoa.
Right. You're gonna experience life.
Drop down and get it.
Right. Right. Why not? Why not? So yeah, but it's just interesting to hear.
Yeah, I like talking to Mo because he's quick and he is a good sport. He's funny.
Yeah.
But it's still funny to see him get a little when you were proud
flustered.
He get a little flustered.
Flustered.
Oh, that is funny.
Okay, so I also tried to point out a lessons learned from the Kevin Samuels thing.
Right.
Which I thought was a legitimate lessons learned. Is it not?
I think it is. I mean, you don't want to get. I mean, that was real. That was real.
Niggas don't want to hear that. Apparently, that's a touchy subject. But I'm like,
it must be touchy. Yeah, touchy.
You touchy. But I would think you don't want to get caught having, a situation.
And nobody was talking to him about it. Yeah, we want to talk to our friends about it.
Right. You don't want to get caught, with somebody that is not familiar with you as a person in a vulnerable predicament.
Right.
That's it.
Agreed. Okay. Agreed. We trying to help you.
Now.
We trying to help y'all.
Come on, man.
Oh, speaking of, you heard Boosie defended some woman from someone. I didn't read it all, but basically he jumped to some woman's defense who was being harassed or something.
Really?
He's being held as a good guy for doing that.
Boosie is a complex man.
Is he? Is that what we call it?
I'm trying.
Him and Lil Wayne, they so complex.
I'm trying. So Lil Wayne on the BET Awards, how was his performance?
I guess it was all right. I couldn't get past the fact that somebody invited him. What is he doing here? He is not invited.
I love Lil Wayne. I do.
Bird chest having ass.
He's so talented though.
Line tips on it. He ain't that talented to me. He's just okay. He's just all right to me.
I love him.
If you ain't got shit else to do all day,
You
would
come up with some shit.
You would come up with some shit. Like,
Damn,
yes.
That's true. You could come up with some shit.
Shit, let me find out. Let me be that chick. I'll come up with some bars.
Right. if that's all you have to do. But you know, he's a good example though of how that level of drug use makes you look.
Is he using drugs? I didn't know.
Yes, he's been on intense drugs for a long time.
No, I didn't know that. Like, what kind of drugs?
I know he sips the syrup.
Is that what? Is that like a bad drug?
That is a bad drug.
I didn't know.
I think that's a liquid narcotic.
Oh, but you can get that over the counter, right?
No, you gotta have a prescription for it. I thought
syrup.
Yeah. We sound so old.
Syrup. I didn't know. I didn't know. I thought he was just ugly. I didn't know the drugs in it. I thought he looked like a roach.
Oh
my bad. God. My bad.
Damn.
Yikes.
Damn.
Didn't know.
No, what's that?
Plus, he's tiny.
He's a little fella.
Fucking tiny ass. He triggers me. I'm sorry. He and Kanye West, they trigger me. Really? He said some really derogatory things about brown women, and I don't like it.
Even though he has a brown daughter and a brown mama.
So I have no love for him. And I think his lyrics are just okay. I'm sorry. His lyrics are just okay.
He's like in my top 5.
I cannot accept this from you. No. Yeah.
I love him. Top five.
No, I cannot accept this from you. No.
I like that kid. I do.
Who's the brother? Who's the other 4? I need to know.
Biggie, Tupac, Jay-Z.
Jay-Z. You putting Jay-Z in the top 5? Okay, who else? That's 4 right there. And who's
Eminem,
one more?
I think Eminem.
Okay. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Wait.
I like J. Cole.
I love Kiss. I love J. Cole too.
I like Kendrick Lamar. I like Eminem.
Like
and I'm putting I'm trying to think. I like Biggie, but I'm gonna go back even further. And I don't think
5.
No. KRS-One.
Okay, that's good. That's a good choice.
And so that's 4, I think. That's my 4. But then I have a very unorthodox selection for top 5 MCs. You ain't gonna like it.
Really?
But I stand by it.
Wow.
Lin-Manuel Miranda.
Oh, you did not find a way to bring that production into this.
If Lil Wayne can make it, damn it now. Lin-Manuel can make it.
You know what? We don't have enough time to properly deal with this. You did not bring Hamilton into this.
I'm telling you, you gotta hear it. You gotta hear it. I'm saying you gotta hear it. Yes. Yes. Lin-Manuel. Yes. He has bars. I put him up there with Eminem, to be honest. I'm telling you, he got bars. I ain't lying. Audience, help me out. She ain't believe it because she ain't never heard it. You gotta hear him. He got bars.
Oh, didn't he write the song? Don't talk about.
We don't talk about Bruno.
Yes, didn't he write
shit?
That song sounds just like a Matchbox 20 song that Santana played guitar on from 20 years ago.
Well, all salsa songs have that same rhythm and that same bass
like
line.
the ocean under the The sweet.
No, you talking about
get from you. You got the kind of loving that could be so cruel.
No.
Give me your heart and make it real, or else forget about it.
No.
We don't talk about Bruno. No.
You know what else we don't talk about? Bruno sounds like Havana by whatever her name is. Havana Unana.
Thank you for listening. If you like what you heard, review, subscribe, and share. It helps other listeners find us. And don't forget to follow us at Yummy Fearless on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, and even Pinterest, where you'll find additional content from today's show and also our highly curated He Can Get It list. As always, you can listen to the Yummy and Fearless podcast with the Side Chicks on Apple iTunes, YouTube, Stitcher, and Spotify. And if no one else has told you today, we love you and thank you so much for listening.
You've been listening to a podcast of the Podfix Network. Discover more audible gems like this at podfixnetwork.com. Make sure to catch up-to-the-minute network shenanigans by following @Podfix on Twitter, official_Podfix on Instagram, @Podfix Network on Facebook. And make sure to subscribe to Podfix Presents wherever you choose to find podcasts. The Podfix Network, artist owned and loved.